quiet night weather-wise in St. Louis as skies are mainly clear tonight. Now, it's going to be a cold night for sure. We've already dropped quickly back into the 20s after only being around 30 for the high. Officially in St. Louis, 31 for your high temperature here on Wednesday. The morning low was 20. Tomorrow should be colder in the morning, but warmer in the afternoon. So as we go into Thursday, kind of flip those numbers just a little bit in terms of trends. We're nowhere near record highs or record lows for the next couple of days. So in a way, that's good. So your temperatures across the region, they've already dropped into the 20s pretty quickly tonight. Some of the outlying areas east and northeast of St. Louis sliding back down. You know, we have snow on the ground. So on a normal night when the sky is clear and we have, you know, very little wind, which our winds have died down tonight, we get that good radiational cooling. You add the snowpack that we have, and we still have 2 inches on the ground in St. Louis officially. Most of us still have a pretty decent snowpack, 1 to 3 inches. A few spots a little more if you had, you know, a week and a half ago, some extra snow into the mix. So you've got your clear, calm nights allowing for this maximum cooling. You add the snow to it, and it means it's even colder. So we do think temperatures will be between 10 and 15 degrees here. Off to the east and northeast of St. Louis, getting into the metro area, about 15 to 20 degrees. But again, some of the low spots here in the Ozarks may also be around 10 degrees. So it's a cold start Thursday morning for sure, even in St. Louis. Teens out the door. The wind won't be all that strong tomorrow. It'll turn to the southwest about 5 miles per hour. That's enough to just drop the wind chill 3 or 4 degrees or so from the actual air temperatures in the morning. And then by the afternoon hours, we're looking at the clouds tending to break up a little bit. We'll push temperatures back close to 40 degrees. You can see the mainly clear skies here. Clouds finally rolled out of our eastern counties over by Flora, Vandalia. It took a while to get that out over towards Centralia this afternoon. There are some more clouds up to the north and west. They will try to drop in towards daybreak. The longer we stay clear, the more likely it is we get colder. You drop another degree or two without those clouds for sure. This is your jet stream pattern here. You're still in that north-northwest flow aloft, and it does take the big dip here as you go out to our east. Speaking of big dips, your temperatures are kind of doing that, up and down. We're chilly here on Thursday, but not as cold in the afternoon as what we saw today. We're at 41. Near 50 on Friday. Saturday, there's another little brush with the chilly air. The brunt of that goes through the Great Lakes, eastern Ohio Valley, into the mid-Atlantic and northeast. This is going to be a brutal weekend of cold. Boston to New York to Philadelphia, and then up into Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. But that's not our problem. We just get brushed by it. We're only around 40. Look at Sunday, 56. I think by Sunday evening, most of us will be done with the snow on the ground. We're not going to get rid of the piles. I mean, we got a ways to go for that, right? But I think we're going to be done with, you know, most of the snow on the ground. And so that'll let us even more and more Monday and Tuesday. Dry weather is expected early next week, right through about Monday. Now, Tuesday into Wednesday, shower chances increase. But with all the salts that's probably on your vehicle, you probably want to get that off and visit maybe the car wash here. All right, so we're looking towards the weekend. We get warmer on Friday, near 50. Saturday's briefly colder. By the way, the winds will be a little gusty here for us on Friday. That 50 does come with a gusty breeze. And then as we go into Sunday, that's when we really change this pattern up a little bit. Next week's a much milder week, especially for the first part of the week. Then our temperatures will back off a little bit. Saturday, you probably have plenty of sunshine for most of the day. Clouds start to increase late in the afternoon. That increase in cloud cover kind of thins out here to some degree on Sunday. We expect temperatures on Sunday to bounce back into the 50s. Again, you don't see any rain or snow anywhere close to us as we go into the upcoming weekend. Now, here's the brunt of your cold air. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's all off to the east of us, and it does start to lift away. And then heading into next week, the brunt of really true Arctic cold stays to our north. We don't have to worry about that. But the jet stream is making that dip here out to the west, and when we get that southwesterly flow, it tends to increase our chances for rain. Right now, indications are that the storm track would be a little farther south of St. Louis, but the air close to us would not be cold enough for us to get wintry precipitation. Anything we see should be just liquid, plain old rain, if we see it. Maybe far enough south where it's not even, you know, the moisture doesn't get back up, because you really need that moisture from the Gulf to get some decent rain here. I'm not sure we're going to have that option. Maybe towards Friday, Thursday night, Friday, somewhere along in that time frame. That's when we have a little higher chance of getting that. But again, the storm track looks to be to our south. So while we warm up here Monday and Tuesday at or above 60, Wednesday, we kind of get a little front sagging through, and that knocks us back a few degrees. Still above average, but it does knock us back a few degrees. And going towards next weekend, there is the chance we will see some rain, and that'll take us into Valentine's Day. Happens to be next Saturday. So it doesn't look particularly cold, but it may be a little damp for some of us. Right now, that rain chance is looking fairly low.